What's going on, everybody? Here we are, another reaction video to some more spooky shit, but different spooky channel. This is Too Spooky, and we're gonna watch top 10 YouTube ghost videos from 2007 to 2012. It's kind of a range. It's an odd range, 5-year range. So these are gonna be some old ones. I've seen some of the new stuff, but I haven't seen a lot of the old stuff. So I'm gonna try to watch this. So without further ado, let's get into it. Too spooky!
How's it going, everybody? Too spooky.
It's going alright, bud.
Ghosts are something that have always intrigued me, mainly because I'm not even sure if I believe they exist. But it's hard to deny some of the evidence that has been documented of their existence throughout the decades. YouTube in particular has become a magnificent place to release these visual documentations for all to see throughout the years, and still to this very day. As I was growing up, I distinctly remember spending hours upon hours digging through paranormal videos, and terrifying myself in the process.
Same here.
And in this video, we are going to be counting down the top 10 YouTube ghost videos that terrified me as a kid. Like my other top 10s, for a video to be eligible for this list,
that one's a
it has to
classic.
meet certain qualifications.
Runs up and then
it
fucking
needs to have been
quick
uploaded
flips.
Anywhere from 2006 to 2012. So anything uploaded in 2013 to 2017 is off limits. The video in question needs to have scared me, intrigued me, or both during that period of time.
This guy's got a good
And
list of criteria.
It doesn't necessarily matter if the videos in question were proven or suspected to be fake. These videos are all classics in my eyes. Whether or not they are authentic is up to the individual viewer. But I will give my opinion of their authenticity after each video is listed either way. If you've been on YouTube for quite a while like myself, you'll likely have seen a few of these videos, if not all of them before. And if you're fairly new to YouTube or haven't been around for very long, you're in for a real treat. So make sure to turn off the lights, sit back, and relax, because it's time to get spooked. Number 10. The Elevator Ghost. This video right here is the definition of a classic YouTube ghost video that the majority of you have likely seen before. Not much is known about where it came from.
Haven't seen this one.
But it shows 4 different security cameras in some sort of building that follow 2 Japanese men getting into an elevator. The green tint from the cameras give it a spooky tone right off the bat, but it's what happens at the end that truly terrified me.
Okay. Ooh, damn. I mean, that's pretty spooky. Hard to give him that. I mean, it's very easily edited in.
Right as the men leave the elevator, what looks to be an old lady appears from under.
One of the things that suggests an edit is, did you see how the fucking camera kind of flickered? Like, oh, something spooky's about to happen. That shit don't happen in real life. Shit just happens. They don't give you pretense. But let's see.
Under or inside them as they leave, and slowly shimmers towards the elevator door.
I mean, it is really good. It is really good.
And when I first saw it, it was featured in some sort of compilation video with really creepy children singing in the background, so that surely didn't help at all. The only reason I rank this video so low on the list is because watching it back now, it certainly looks pretty fake, but the person faking it would have had to go through quite a lot of effort to pull this one off. So props to whoever put this one together. But at the
I mean, especially for, 13 years ago, like, Adobe Premiere was like Adobe Premiere 5 or 4. You know what I mean? It was not the best program. You know what I mean? It still worked, but
At the same time, there's also a slim chance that this could be authentic, so be sure to let me know what you think of this video and all the other videos I'm going to show you down below. Regardless if this is real or fake though, when I was younger and first
thumbnail
saw
bait,
this one back in
baby. Just kidding.
2008, it was extremely
Not
scary,
really.
which is why I believe it deserves a place on this list.
Every time.
Number 9. Ghost at Hampton Court.
Okay.
This next video takes place at Hampton Court Palace, which is located in London, England, which was owned by King Henry VIII. Now, what exactly happened? I'll let you see for yourself.
This is what a security camera at Hampton Court captured on tape about 3 weeks ago. Is this a ghost?
Right, now what this is the security staff heard an alarm go off, which actually meant that the fire doors were open. They rushed to it and there was nothing there. The doors were closed, actually, when they got there. Now, we'll go back through this again. On CCTV camera, but not seen by anybody at the naked eye, was this. Can we see it again, please, now? Okay.
There are other CCTV cameras around Hampton Court, particularly after that fire. Nobody was seen approaching this particular spot. You don't see the doors actually being pushed open by hand. Figure strides forward and slams them shut. As you can see, and close-ups have shown that it appears to be dressed in medieval clothes, similar to what Henry VIII would have worn. But the key thing is it happened 3 days on the run. That's the only time that a figure actually appeared on the camera, and the other CCTV cameras and witnesses around saw nobody.
Okay, it
So
definitely is
basically,
dressed
like
like a
the
fucking
newscaster
wizard.
said, an alarm was set off because these fire doors were open,
It's got, like, the
which
hood,
led security to not
the
only
robe.
check the cameras, but also check the doors in
wizard.
question. They didn't find anyone in that area, and no one, other than the camera, saw this figure appear. If you watch the video, you can also see both doors being quickly thrust open before quickly being shut by the figure. And these doors were also being opened before this incident with nobody around. But this was the first and only time a figure...
I like how the ghost can't get it right. He like slams one side, then he closes the other side, and the other door swings open, so he has to grab that one and close it again. Ghost is fucking dedicated.
was caught on camera in the process. This video in particular freaked me
Opens.
out, because I believe this one is authentic. Although
Walks
it could very well be
forward.
possible an actual person was behind this and never came
Close the one
forward.
side,
But due to the
reach
media
over,
attention this got at
close the
time,
other
and the
side,
sheer
it swings
appearance of
open
the
again.
figure,
That's
we really
hilarious to
believed
me.
This was an actual ghost, and as a kid, it seemed just as real as it does now. Although,
I mean, that
it's not
definitely is a
near as
real
terrifying
thing,
as some of the
opening
videos to
doors.
come, which is why it will remain at number 9.
Well, it's definitely a
Number
real thing,
8,
closing the
The
doors.
smiling ghost.
Ooh, these are gonna be... We're gonna need to see it in slow-mo.
I was never able to find the original source of this video, nor was I able to find any information about the video itself, but this video always gave me
chills.
The quality
Chills.
of this video is pretty poor, much like pretty much every other video that will be on this list,
Yep.
unfortunately. So it's a bit hard
so
to see
weird.
exactly what is running or rushing at these people. But once you zoom into the face, it just has the most menacing, horrifying appearance, which was
Oh.
engraved behind my eyelids whenever I...
Took me a while to actually see the face. I was like, what is that? Like one giant eye, and then this is supposed to be the mouth, and then it's like, no, they got hair here, then the nose, one eye. I wouldn't say smiling. Just, this is the mouth. It kind of, you know who it reminds me of? The guy from Metalocalypse, fucking the lead singer. I forget his name. Oh my god. Either way, he definitely looks like the lead singer of Murder, or not Murderface. It's Murderface, there's Pickles the drummer, Doodly Doo. Nathan Explosion, is that his name? That's what it looks like. It's just saying.
tried to go to sleep after first seeing it. This video I also believe to be authentic, not only because of the appearance of the figure or face, but because of the people's
Whoa,
reaction.
it's so much
in the
more
video.
creepy now that I
They
can
sound
distinguish what the
legitimately
face
terrified
is.
and fearing for their lives, which only adds to the spook.
Yeah, nobody goes like this, makes this noise, like when they're acting, you know what I mean? That is a voice, that's a noise that just comes out of you when you're fucking terrified.
factor if you ask me. So because of that, what I've dubbed the smiling ghost is our number 8. Number 7.
The one thing that makes it look super fake is when it like like rushes the camera. It kind of just looks like a picture going, like, getting blown up. It doesn't look like something's actually in movement.
Body of a pig.
This video begins with a short introduction, stating that the EVP we're about to hear was captured with a ghost hunting group that the uploader is no longer associated with, which means he cannot legally name them, claim association with them, or release any information on the video in question regarding location or anything like that. So the information surrounding this video...
So he got an NDA, but he could still put out a fucking video that he recorded, like an audio that he recorded? That's odd.
Stops there. Next, we see some people opening up a red metal door of some sort.
That's like a fire door. What the fuck?
But did you hear that? An EVP comes through that
That's
says,
very
"I
weird."
have the body of a pig, followed by a grunting sound. As terrifying as that is, it's not over yet.
Does it mean like he has a dead body of a pig? Or does it mean like, I'm a big fat fucking slob? Oink, oink, oink. Like, is this like a jokester ghost? Like a self-deprecating ghost?
Jesus, look at that, mate. It's exactly like the one over there, look.
Misty.
I mean, that sound was perfect for a jump scare. You shouldn't have zoomed in. You should have just fucking bam, popped it up.
The picture that they took at that moment, along with the chilling EVP, always gave me goosebumps
That is
whenever
creepy.
I revisited the video. It did freak me out quite a bit when I was younger, and even to this day, it is still quite freaky, but not near as much as I used to think it was. It probably stems from the fact that this
He looks like a Ravager. The way that his hair is, like the spikes coming off of his head. Looks like a Ravager from fucking Guardians of the Galaxy.
video is likely fake, which kind of ruins the experience of this one for me, mainly because there was so much mystery surrounding it from the start.
Well, the fact that you get a clear, like, robotic voice going, I have the body of a pig, and then a fucking man oinking, but it's not, like, even close to the same, like, I don't know, it is very weird.
But channels such as Scare Theater have made videos debunking this video, and although some of his points I don't necessarily agree with, it does show this clip in a whole new light. Either way though, staring into the eyes of that photo and listening to that voice was so scary at the time that I will never be able to forget it. And for that, this piggy will be our number 7.
That is odd.
Number 6.
He's really trying to hit these
Ghost
jump
Adventures
scares.
documentary. You may be wondering why this is being featured on here, considering it's a documentary and not a YouTube video. But the first time I saw bits and pieces of this documentary was on YouTube, which
Fair.
in turn introduced me to the Ghost Adventures series soon after. This documentary as a whole was revolutionary in regards to the paranormal, and it still contains some of the most authentic paranormal documentation to this very day. If you haven't seen the documentary, I highly suggest you check it out. But the two clips I will be featuring today are what intrigued me the most. The first was the full-body apparition that they caught running across a room.
Nick was by himself in this ballroom attempting to record voices from spirits on a digital recorder known as EVPs or electronic voice phenomena. Little did he know we were about to capture something unbelievable on this infrared camera.
Okay. I mean, the fact that it's got a gate, like a walking gate, but it's also barely there.
The first clip by itself is really cool, but not exactly scary. The second one, however, would be the one that actually freaks me out to this very day.
Okay, let's see it.
Is that you making all the noise?
Whoa. That just flung that. Go. Did you get lost?
Hey, Nick!
I'm not sure if it's the heavy brick being thrown, the boards lifting off the ground afterwards, or the fear and panic coming from Zach and Nick running and
Definitely
being separated
fucking
afterwards.
tripping.
Everything about this clip is still horrifying.
They were
to this very
tripping.
day, because not only were they able to get the clip analyzed for tampering to prove its authenticity, but this also shows just how deadly a ghost can be. If they are powerful enough to throw bricks across a room, just imagine what else. they
Yeah,
could
seriously,
do.
the amount
So
of
because
like
of how authentic
you
and
would need
terrifying this
a
documentary
pulley
was,
system
and
to
how
get
it can
that brick
still
to
freak
fly
me out
like
to
that.
this very day, I have no choice but to place it at number 6.
I
Number
mean, they
5.
were tripping.
Teleporting Ghost Girl.
Are you sure? I don't think so. What's that?
What?
Up there! I told you, didn't I? I told you I seen something! Quickly, no. I bet I'm telling you now. Up there, see? What'd I say? Oh my god, what'd I say? It's gone! No, shush, no. No!
I mean, one of the girls is a
This
much
video
better
in
actor.
particular
The girl
scared
with
me
the
quite a
phone
bit
is a
when I was
much
younger,
better actor.
Mainly just because it
I mean, right
didn't
there,
seem
there's a
possible.
jump cut.
The quality of the video is pretty crappy, so you can't make out a lot of the details. But the ghost girl just slowly creeping towards the top of the door.
I mean,
always rubbed
that
me
right
the wrong
there,
way because
that
it
right
seemed
there,
so
that's just
unnatural.
creepy.
And it didn't look as if the camera cuts at all when the girl appears at the top of the stairs, upstairs in the house, and then instantly downstairs in the house. It just all seemed too realistic to be fake, which is why as a kid this video was as scary as it got.
I mean, that is
Although
creepy.
I'm sad to say this video is undoubtedly fake, which is why I placed it a little lower on the list than I would have originally if it were authentic. Not only is there no information about this video out there, except for a poorly worded description, but if you go to the channel that this video is on,
That's
they have
hilarious.
2 other Ghost Girl videos, which they try to continue the trend, likely because this video got so popular. But the other 2 videos are
10
both
years ago,
clearly
and this
so
video
fake
came out
that it
2
hurts.
years
For
ago.
instance, right here, you can clearly tell that this is just a little girl, not any sort of spirit or anything like that. And the video after this one is just so choppy that you can't even tell what's going on. I do sincerely applaud them with that first
Yeah,
video.
that
though.
right there is
If
good.
they
And see,
would've just
when they come through the door, it's like black for a split second because it's just a black hallway. That's where the jump cut happens. They come through, they film the
left
black.
it at that, I would have
jump.
been stumped on trying to decide if it was actually real.
I mean,
or
the fact
fake,
that little
and I
girls
still
pulled
don't
this
quite
off
know how they pulled
is
that one off.
pretty
Even though
good.
this video is fake, it's still.
I mean, literally for this part, you just need 2 girls. You just have a girl walking around, and then she goes behind something, and then you have another girl walk. I mean, because the fact that there's a ghost girl up in that window, you're looking up there, why would you just pan down to this window and go, oh, look, there's another one walking by? See, these are the things you got to think about.
holds up on the creepy factor for me. And if I didn't know it was fake going into it, I would likely still be freaked out whenever I watch it. And because of that, I
I
decided
mean,
to place it
what
right
I want to know is, like, they got this little girl to, like, I mean, what is she? Like, the stairs are not close enough. They'd have to have, like, a step stool there. But that is fucking spooky.
in the middle at number 5. Number 4. Civil War Ghost. Not a whole lot is known about this video.
Not sponsored
and I couldn't
yet.
for the life of me find its origin. But what little is known about this video is that it supposedly takes place in an old Civil War era building that was apparently hit by a cannonball. Not much happens through the first few minutes of the video, but later on some sort of growl can be heard, along with some sort of whispering that the uploader claims sounds like "pray for me."
Hold on, you hear that?
Right after this, the people in the video decide it's time to go.
Let's get out of here, man. It's creepy.
Are they adding that music in, or are they trying to like suggest that the ghost is playing a fucking player piano?
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Get out of here!
The cannonball killed many people. Evidently, some stayed behind. This video scared me back then, and it still gives me goosebumps whenever
I don't
watch
understand
the
what they
child appear.
saw.
I personally believe this
Oh.
video is real, even though there isn't much information surrounding it. You have to
That
admit,
is weird.
even if this just happens to be a homeless child taking shelter inside the building or something like that,
That's so
it
creepy.
doesn't make it any less creepy. If you look at a still image of the child, it just looks slightly deformed and menacing, even if it's just trying to ask for help. The terrified reactions of the
Looks
people
like a
in the
furry.
video also seem very authentic.
It looks
so
like
if it is all an act,
it
it's
just
very
kind of
convincing.
appears
You
out of
can hear
nowhere.
Not only the sudden surprise, but also the second they realize what is in front of them as they scramble to get out.
Oh, yeah,
Being
that's fucking
simple
weird.
and not overwhelming.
I mean, it doesn't just appear. The way that they have their infrared, the infrared only fucking. So, I mean, you can see that there's no wall, and then when they get close, the wall kind of shows, but
Scary.
It's
is what
definitely
truly makes
spooks.
this video horrifying, and one of the scariest at number 4.
Yeah,
Number
that's
3.
creepy.
The fallen angel.
Not
The
much is known about where this video came from
fallen
either,
angel.
and it seems like it's getting harder and harder to try and find any information about them. But this one starts off with two individuals
What?
speaking a different language, investigating what they believe to be a pile of feathers in the woods before carrying on.
No, Matiu, ja veus si és dentro l'altre. Des de fa rato que estem dentro.
Okay.
Que sí, collons, que sí. Hòstia. Escolta. Ho sents o no? Ei, va, corre, collons, tia, va!
That
This
was.
video still freaks me out to this very day because of how creepy this ghost or person or creature looks. I'm not outright going to call this thing a ghost because it could very well be something else.
Yeah,
But
that's
much like
weird.
the last video, this one is unnerving either way, especially if you slow the video down and really take a look at it. It's way too skinny to be a person. You can practically see the bones underneath the skin. And what weirds me out is how the thing doesn't even move when it has light flashed on it, but instead decides to jump up to the noise the two men create instead. And when it does, those eyes, man, those fucking eyes, pure nightmare fuel right there. It
For
scared me then,
real.
and it certainly freaks me out now if nothing else. The video is titled The Fallen Angel, and although I don't necessarily believe that's what this could be, it's definitely not human, at least not anymore. Which is why
Yeah, it's like
it's our
it looks like a bird almost. The way that its head is shaped and stuff.
number 3. Number 2, Hotel Ghost. This next video takes place in a Wingate Hotel in Illinois. Which one, though, has never been specified. As for what exactly was going on, the security at the hotel received complaints of someone screaming in a
This one
specific
always
room,
gets me.
to
The
which they
fucking
decide to
screams are so
investigate before
creepy.
calling the cops. As for what happens next, see for yourself.
What's going on, John? There's no one checked into that room. There should be nobody in there.
Fuck that.
Wait 1 second, John. Amy, are you there? Yeah, John says he hears the screaming coming from that room. And I hear it too. But we're sure that no one's checked into that room. Correct? John, just wait. We're gonna get a hold of the police. So, I would wait for the police, John.
Fuck that.
Amy, John's gonna enter the room real quick just to check, make sure.
Yeah, if someone's getting murdered, you don't just wait for the police.
second. Did you guys see that?
Yeah, I sure
Let me
did.
play it again for you.
Walked right out the room.
Absolutely terrifying.
Oh, the lights are flickering.
Okay, Amy, John wants you to call the police right now if you don't mind. He says no one's in there, but that all of the furniture's been turned upside down and the hold on. He says the carpet's been ripped up and that the shower is on, but nobody's in there.
God damn, that's like a rock star ghost just tearing up a hotel room?
This video seems very authentic to me, and if
Yeah.
it isn't, well, somebody put a lot of effort into this one to make it appear real. From the muffled, blood-curdling screams, the apparition...
Yeah, the fact that the screams aren't... like, you're just getting screams over the other dude's radio. Like, it really... That's the thing, is like, the evidence is kind of hidden. It's not right out in your face, so it makes it seem a lot more authentic.
And the added information about the room being practically flipped upside down and torn apart.
Yeah,
Just
carpets
everything about
being
this
ripped
video
up, that
terrifies
is
me.
like...
From what I could find out about this video, they haven't had any complaints about the room other than hearing weird noises from time to time. And this was the first and only time that something like this has ever happened. Which
That's 'cause
does
you
make
let
it
it
a little
out.
bit scarier. I first saw this video back in 2012. And it legitimately scared me because of how authentic it appears to be. And John, poor John. This man right here could have waited for the cops to show up, but he ran in there flashlight ready like a fucking bamf. Who knows what could have been
for
in
real.
there? John, I could not have done what you did. And because of that, this...
Do you think the screaming stopped like as soon as he opened the door? Because that would be like way worse. Like you just like wah, wah, wah. And it's just fucking silent and everything's all torn up and shit. I'm giving myself goosebumps. God damn.
This video still terrifies me at number 2.
Seeing that it just walks
and the
on
one
out.
that you've all been waiting for, number 1.
Sure have.
Mabel, the pantry ghost.
Is that like a... Whoa. Whoa. Did you see when he shined his flashlight? It looked like the face for a second. Oh, there's like a fucking... Ooh, what? It's a design, a basket on the glass. That's what tripped me out. But that was fucking creepy. The little, like... Well, see, that's where you could have added a jump cut. When you did that shaky camera, when he pulls it in, it hides the cut.
Documented some of the most compelling ghost footage to date.
This is really
it
creepy.
On YouTube as the experiences were occurring. This ghost was known as Mabel.
What is going on? She just presses her face against the
John
glass?
realizing his pantry door was open every single morning when he woke up, even though he knew for a fact that he shut the pantry door every night. At first, he suspected
There's those
his
more
family
designs?
members, but after they repeatedly denied it, he decided to set up a camera filming the pantry door before he went to sleep to see if he could figure out why it was opening. And sure enough, at 12:34 a.m., the camera captured the door opening.
Okay, door opens.
Every
Normal.
night after that, John kept filming the door, always opening at 12:34.
That is a
Then
very
one night,
odd
John
time.
decided to film the door while he was behind the camera himself, and he caught something terrifying.
See, just for a split second, when it's opening, right here, it looks like a set of eyes. It's probably not, but... Let me see if there's 2 circles on this design once he gets close. Just 1. See, that's
After
creepy as
releasing
shit.
this clip in particular, plenty of people were obviously skeptical. So John invited a skeptic who lived nearby, also named John. And sure enough, he was able to prove that skeptic wrong.
Likely
firsthand.
story, John and John.
Hi, I'm John. It's day 10, 12:03 a.m. Still nothing happened.
It's supposed to be 12:34.
Yeah, what is that? It's like breathing. Come to the pantry. No. Oh, here.
Something's in there.
Oh my God. Go, 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 go. Go up, go, go. Go up. What the hell is that? Do you feel anything? I feel it. It's cold. What the hell is that? Oh my God. Oh my God, dude. The hell is that? Oh shit. Oh my God. Oh my God. Go, go, go. Whoa. Go in. Go, go. Oh my God.
I mean, the place you would cut, as soon as she pulls back, and there's a still frame,
Oh my God.
he pulls in,
The hell is that? Oh shit.
and then right where he says, I mean, there could be a cut there. I don't know why the door does that weird artifacting.
Go in. Go, go. Dude. Look out, look out, look out.
I mean, just because you have a guy named John, and just because you say this guy's name is also John, but he's a skeptic, not very hard to just say someone's a skeptic.
I don't know. That's crazy. Dude. I told you. Let's get out of here. Let's get out of here. Go, go.
See, now that I don't get either. Why would you all of a sudden be scared? Let's get out of here. That's crazy. This is amazing. Let's get out of here.
Eventually, John decided to just take the pantry door off the hinges to stop the activity. But this only made things worse as it started to make contact with his daughter.
Ariana, what are you doing?
Oh, I'm playing hide and seek.
With who?
My friend Mabel.
Oh, okay.
Even
I mean, this is why they got to go through a lot of kids to find good actors.
resorting to violence against her. After his daughter was harmed, John decided it was finally time to get out of the house. Something that they were
I mean, if they show the video of like, oh, I'm playing hide and seek, and then, you know, I don't
working
know,
on
that
since
one
they
you can,
captured the footage
it's
of
so
the pantry.
staged.
And then the final night that they were in the house, John and his wife awoke to crying somewhere in the house. And John decided to see if he could find where it was coming from. What he captured next is unreal.
Okay, let's see it.
Right outside the door.
And then open the door and it's going to be right in your face. Right? Oh. Duh.
After capturing that footage,
Just
John
standing
and his
there like
family left
T-posing?
the house forever. There's actually a whole documentary about these videos and the family behind them. I will be sure to link it in the description if you want to check it out, but in this documentary, the original footage is analyzed by a media professional, who claims that the footage is unedited and untampered with, and each member of the family, along with a medium, all swear that the footage and the whole experience for that matter is 100% legitimate.
Still not a great actor. It hurts to see it, you know?
And I really think that that adds to the fear factor for me. I've always believed that these videos were legitimate. Although I still remain a tad bit skeptical because it's just part of my nature, these videos have forever scared me, and piqued my interest in the paranormal at the same time. There's
Spooky
just something
face.
so unbelievably horrifying about seeing that face press up against the pantry glass.
That is definitely
or
spooky.
the crying shadow in the hallway suddenly standing
But isn't it just really just a great coincidence that there's a little girl ghost that's the same height and shape as your little girl? You probably haven't gotten any new footage of a little girl ghost since your little girl grew up.
straight up as if it knew it was being watched. I will admit some of these videos do seem quite staged, especially with the daughter of the family involved. But at the same time, it could just seem like bad acting because it simply wasn't acting at all. Regardless,
I don't get it. Seems like bad acting because it wasn't acting. It's like, I mean, that's acting. Anyone who just goes, I'm playing hide and go seek with Mabel, my friend who you can't see. It's like that's a lot of preposition in a statement for a child.
these videos were revolutionary for the paranormal, both on YouTube and in history for that matter. And they will always be the scariest to me due to how real they are, or at least appear to be. And I'll never be able to forget
weird.
the face of Mabel pressed up against that glass until the day I die. But that
Maybe it's a ghost. Maybe it's Mabel's ghost.
is our video today, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, make sure to drop a like. If
There
you
were
would
some
like to
good
see more
ones.
videos like this one, make sure to comment down below what spooky topics you would like to see. And subscribe so you can be notified when those videos come out. This
All right. That was a banger. Thank you to Too Spooky. If you enjoyed that, go give Too Spooky a subscribe. There'll be a link down in the description to the original video. And if you like the reaction, you could give me a subscribe. If that's a little too forward, you could just like the button. Hit it, that like button. I don't know why I said it like that. And maybe watch another one of my videos. I mean, you got nothing to do, right? You're locked in your house, so... Shit, what else are you gonna do? I'll catch you on the flip side.